Hello everybody and welcome to my first Let's Play on YouTube. Now I want to kick off my YouTube channel with some Civilization 5. Now if you're not familiar with this game, go check it out on Steam, link will be in the description below. And let's take a look at single player, one of the most important elements of Civilization 5. Now whenever I go and look at this, this is Solomon of the Ottoman Empire. There are different world leaders that you can be and that NPCs or computers will play as. And most of these races have different kind of, I don't know, different abilities. And see, like, Askia receives triple gold from barbarian encampments and pillaging cities. Embarked units can defend themselves. Alright, so there you go. That's his ability. 25% production towards any building that already exists in the capital city. So basically, this guy can build fast. This guy is basically like a horrible person. Nobody likes him. I usually like to play as Solomon, but I'm gonna choose somebody else that I have not played yet, and I'm gonna choose Isabel because she's one of the, I guess, strongest players that I know of in the game. Isabel is from Spain, and she is part of a DLC. I'm not sure exactly which one. It should be on Steam. And yeah, so my map is going to be Earth. It's replicated of Earth, and I'm going to be playing on small. So 6 players, 12 city-states. My difficulty level will be on Settler, just for the fun of it. And my game pace will be quick. Alright, let's get it started.
Blessed Isabella, servant of God, Holy Queen of Castile and Leon, your people greet and welcome you. You are the ruler of Spain, a beautiful and ancient country at the crossroads of the world between Europe and Africa. One shore on the
well, I'm done with
Mediterranean.
his speech. Alright, so I'm gonna make a city by clicking the Found City button. I'm gonna send my warriors over here to get this ruin. Ruins are basically places where you go and basically you can find things there, such as maybe extra research, sometimes extra money, or map information. So at this point I got map information. You discover a crudely drawn map which outlines the surrounding area. Alright, well, that's good. So I have 3 elephants around my base, or my capital city. And elephants are for ivory, and so if I have 3 ivory, I can trade with different colonies and different city-states and stuff. Ivory, and the more I trade, the more money I get. So if I do figure out where I am, and I believe I am in Africa because it kind of looks like it, and I just got lucky here and found another ruin. And mining is almost done. Alright. See, now this one made a worker. So I'm gonna grab this worker, send him over here. I'm gonna cancel this one. And I'm going to choose to make a monument, because every time you make a monument, your civilization gains a happiness. And happiness can be decreased and increased. So it can be decreased from 1 total happiness from all resources, such as the number of cities that you have, that your empire owns, the population that is growing. People can gain on happiness from it. They can get happiness from having at least 1 source of following luxury resources, plus 1 extra happiness per resource. So these ivory would be considered luxury resources, and these dyes would be considered luxury resources. They can also gain happiness from social policies, buildings, and from 15 from the difficulty level. So if you played on a harder difficulty level, you would gain more happiness, or I think less. I'm not sure. It's either one or the other. Alright, so I'm going to build a farm here, and I'm done with mining. I'm going to pick animal husbandry so I can learn how to trap animals and I can get that ivory all around my base, or my capital city. And I'm going to send these guys to scout a little bit more. Alright, and scouting is very important in this game. Instead of just sitting at your capital city or at one of your cities and waiting for somebody to find you, instead going out there and trying to find others is better. because you know where they are, and they're probably gonna find you if they're AIs, but still, it's still pretty good. Alright, well, my monument is almost finished, and I'm going to select legalism. Provides a free culture building in your first 4 cities. Culture buildings, I'm guessing, are like granaries and stuff. I'm not exactly sure about that. What culture buildings are represented in this game by. Alright, so I found a barbarian encampment. Barbarian encampments are very important to find. If you find them too late, they might be around your base, and they might try to take over your base. I've never actually seen them firsthand try to attack me, because I always annihilate them before they get a chance to get near me. Alright, well, I'm gonna create a settler here, and let's look up here. So, oh yeah, I still need to go to my next turn. Alright, so I'm gonna build a farm here, and 6 more turns until trapping is finished. And now I'm gonna attack these guys. Alright, so I lost 4, they lost 7, so they're probably gonna lose next time. And what happens whenever you take over an encampment is you get like 33 gold, I think. Yeah, 33 gold. And if it's near a city-state, you gain their trust, or your happiness with them, friendly with them, whatever you want to call it. Your reputation, I guess. And I'm gonna adopt another policy. Landed elite. Plus 10% growth and plus 2 food for in the capital city. Okay. And plus 1 gold and minus 1 happiness for every 2 cities in the capital city. My happiness is kind of low, so I'll pick landed elite. I'm gonna close that out. Units that need them moving. Alright, let's get this place done and over with. Alright, so now you can see you have dispersed a villainous barbarian encampment. You have received 33 gold from it. Alright, so yeah, so I am seeing ice now, so I don't think I'm in Africa anymore. I don't think I'm in Africa, period. I might be in America, actually. Let's find out. Alright, if you upgrade your units, you can either do a heal instantly, heals this unit completely. Doing so will consume the opportunity to choose a promotion. Drill 1, plus 20% combat strength when fighting in rough terrain. Hills, forests, or jungles. Shock 1, plus 20% combat strength when fighting in open terrain. No forests, hills, or whatever. And as you can see, I have hills and forests and stuff, so I would go with this, but I like to heal my units instead. Alright, I'm gonna move them more up this way. So I'm thinking I'm in Canada right now. I'm not sure. Usually if you are in the Americas, there's always only like 1 race, unless you do the mega huge game sort of stuff, which I personally don't like. Yes, I am in Canada. So this means that I'm the only civilization here, so we won't run into any problems with other civilizations. Alright, let's try to get over here. Alright, next turn. And 4 more turns until my settlers complete. Alright. Trapping is done, so I will go with archery. The Temple of Artemis is actually part of a DLC that you have to buy from Steam or wherever. All right, next turn. All right, I'm gonna adopt a policy now. I like to go with honor because it helps your soldiers. And next turn. Alright, so now I found Sydney. Usually in the Americas, there's always like 1 to 3 or maybe 4 city-states. There isn't really much in the Americas. Soon enough, whenever you get to the more modern stages, I'll be able to advance and go over there with airplanes and stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna come up here. Usually people don't settle in the barren wasteland, such as the snow, because it can demolish your city's income or growth or food or whatever. And so I'm gonna get a scout because they run faster and go farther. Alright. Next turn. So I've learned archery. I'm going to go to masonry so I can build some stuff on marble and things like that. And I'm going to take this place right here. Yep. Alright, so you found a survivor lost in the ruins. In your gratitude, they settle in one of your cities, increasing its population. Alright, so my population just increased. And every time your population increases, your cities get bigger. So even if you have a wall, they'll get bigger and bigger and bigger, depending on how far you're into the game. Go and attack that encampment. And I'm gonna construct a camp to trap these elephants. And since I have barely any danger around me, I'm probably gonna just send out my settlers to settle someplace like right here. Recommended you build a city here. Other than that, any race can just come around and then take your settlers. And right now I just constructed a Temple of Artemis, or I'm going to in 21 turns. Those temples bring you happiness or a place to worship like your citizens. It's all different specs and stuff. I'll get to those later, or I'll just leave a link in the description for that kind of stuff. Alright, so I found a ruin. You found a culture artifact, which awes your citizens. You have received 13 culture. And culture is right here, if you didn't see. Alright, and my city just grew. Alright, I'm going to send my scouts downward. Yeah, so this would be the Central America right here, I'm thinking. I'll send these guys over there. I'm going to make a city like that, and I will connect my cities by buying a tile. There you go. Alright, choose a production for this city. I'm going to do a archer. And move these guys that way. So these guys are done with my camp. And alright, after I build this camp, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate the support. This is my first YouTube video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the descriptions below, and I leave you with my question of the day. What is your favorite video game, and what do you enjoy about it? Please leave your answers in the comment area below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.